isn't waiting around for Congress to debate the national minimum wage. Instead, she's raising the minimum wage at her business to $15 an hour. Fox 55's Nico Panisi is live at McMahon's BestOne Tire in Fort Wayne after talking to the owner and economist today. Nico, why did the business make this decision?
Chris, McMahon says they're raising their starting salary because if it wasn't for their employees' hard work during the pandemic, they wouldn't have made it through.
A year ago, we were laying people off. We had to cut hours.
Kim McMahon says she would have never guessed a year later she'd be in the position to raise the company's minimum wage to $15 an hour.
You know, to a certain extent, kind of a thank you to our employees who got us through this. Obviously, we couldn't have done it without them.
The national debate over raising the minimum wage inspired the president of McMahon's BestOne Tire to take things into her own hands. She says it'll help the economy.
It's about taking care of their families. It's about taking care of community. And the more you invest in your employees, the more they're going to invest in you.
Purdue University Fort Wayne economics professor Heather Tierney agrees.
So having a higher minimum wage would help to incentivize work and reduce welfare and SNAP payments.
She says that raising the national minimum wage incrementally over 4 years would not only give employees a more livable wage, but also save businesses money long term.
You get to attract and retain higher skilled workers. Employers in the long run, they would have to spend less in employee turnover because training of employees is very expensive.
She says there are some cons to consider.
It could be too much for people in the rural communities, and I think that is definitely a fair point, something to consider, because like the cost of living in Fort Wayne, it's going to be a lot less compared to New York or Los Angeles.
For McMahon, that doesn't matter.
And we don't really need to wait until Congress comes to some kind of decision. This is the right thing to do.
McMahon says it's difficult to attract new employees to their small family-owned business. That's why they're raising the minimum wage to change that. In Fort Wayne, I'm Nico Panisi, Fox 55 News.